want to be tapped in here, guys. What we're about to show you, what we're about to bring to you is going to be something that you will never forget about. And it's going to be what you do right after this call that's going to determine the results that you're going to have for all of 2023. Make this the best year. You are having the resources and tools, and more importantly, the right platform for you to achieve all your goals, right, for this year. But I'm going to go straight into it, guys. I want to make sure I go straight to the point. My name is Anthony Waseskik. I'm 27 years young. And I couldn't be more excited for what's going on right now, because I've been in this industry for about 4 years now. I've traded in this industry. I've been in the entrepreneurship industry, and I've seen nothing like what we're about to literally show you guys here tonight. I was able to come into this industry with zero to little experience. So maybe if you got invited here on tonight's call and you really haven't known anything about trading or entrepreneurship, I want you to know that that's okay. That was me 3 to 4 years ago, but all you really just need is a desire. With you having a desire, ladies and gentlemen, with you having, right, the desire to change your life, to change your results, that's really all you need, just that burning desire. Some of you guys may have just been like me, where I was just, sick and tired of being sick and tired, having the same results over and over again. And then I finally understood the definition of insanity, which is just doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. And I said, man, for things to change, I must change. I must do something different. I must find a mentor. I must find people that can guide me in the right direction, but also find a vehicle that can help me reach my goals. And I'm telling you guys, Akashx has been able to already change lives in the past 7 days. Just really quickly, if you guys have been utilizing Akashx in the past 7 days, and if you've learned or earned, I want you to drop some money signs on the chat. If you're a guest here tonight, I want you to check this out. If you've been utilizing Akashx for the past 7 days and you've learned information, if you've learned the skill set, and you've earned money, I want you to just drop some money signs on the chat box right now. I see Charlie. I see Rafael Vargas. Guys, look at all these people winning. Patty, look at all these people winning with our system right now. I mean, there is no excuses that 2023 is not going to be your year, right? Look at all these people winning with our system. And I see we have a lot of guests here tonight, right? We're about to max out this call, so I'm going to go straight into it, guys. Sharing a little bit about my story, just so you guys can understand, who I am and where I've come from. I'll tell you one thing: if God did it for me, he can do it for you, right? I was nobody special, right? I was lost. I was broken, disgusted. I came, from an event coordinating industry. And for those that don't know about coordinating events, it's the most stressful industry to really be in, to really just make sure like you're coordinating events every single week. It's just something that you don't have a lot of time, right? You don't really have to really, do the things that you really want to love, because you're just so concentrated on coordinating these events. And when I was able to find this industry, not only was I able to elevate my results, but I was able to walk into my calling. I was able to find, a way to become financially free, right? And I think that's the most important part. I'm sure you're here today to find a way to have more time, right? To be able to travel with your loved ones, to be able to travel the world, right? To be able to spend more time with your family. That's probably why you're here on a Saturday night, right? Really looking for the right information to change your situation, right? So, and that was me. I saw the opportunity. And I think the most important part here today is to not have a poor mindset, right? If you look at the word poor, it stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. And I told myself that wasn't going to be me. I didn't care what my bank account said. I didn't care what was my current situation. I knew that just with the decision, the right people will show up, the right opportunity will show up. And that's what I'm eternally grateful for, ladies and gentlemen, because I made that decision and I was able to go ahead and hit a 6-figure income in my first 6 months. Now, that's not my primarily accomplishment. To me, it was being financially free, being able to walk away from the events I was coordinating in Miami. And in the course of the next couple of years, I was able to produce 6-figure earners. I was able to show people the same vehicle that changed my life. And I was able to be aligned with people that wanted to take this serious, wanted change in their life, and I was able to be fulfilled by helping other people, right? My mentor, Bob Proctor, said, your income is in correlation with the amount of service that you render. So when I was able to go out there and help more people, I was like, wow, this is truly a fulfillment. Seeing people get into the markets, being able to learn the skill set, but also earn, that's why you're on here on tonight's call. And I'm going to go straight into this, guys, because I couldn't be more excited to share this information with you. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and you guys should be able to see my screen in just a little bit. I want to make sure I'm on the first slide, and we're good to go. All right, so we should be good. I'm going to share my screen on 3, 2, and 1. I want to welcome you guys to Akashx. Some of you guys have probably heard about this. Maybe you've been hearing this cook up. Maybe you've been waiting for this exact moment, or maybe you have absolutely no clue about what Akashx is, right? But I want you to understand one thing. Our goal here is to help you understand that past results don't guarantee any future gains, and we're here to guide you in the right direction, right? We're here to show you how you guys can utilize all of the information that we have here today. Do you guys see my screen? I just want to make sure I'm tapped in and I'm good to go. Everybody should be able to see my screen. Perfect. So our goal here, guys, is to help you understand that we're here to guide you in that right direction. This is an educational platform, right? Where we're going to give you the resources. We're going to give you the tools. We're going to create a community for you to actually go out there and become massively successful, right? That's what Akashx is. It's a vehicle. It's something you can lean on. It's something you can go into to change your results, right? It's an educational platform where if you look at the word learn and you take the L out of it, it spells earn. So as you're learning, guess what? The fruits will start to show up. You'll be able to be guided in the right direction within this community. You'll have people that have had experience in these markets that are going to guide you in the right direction. And I think that's one of the most powerful things about this, right? Like, you guys have something that is going to completely change your paradigm. It's going to change your thinking. It's going to change your results, right? So I want to go straight into this and talk to you guys a little bit about the different markets that we're in, right? We really primarily work into 3 different markets. We work in the Forex market, right? We trade in the Forex market, where in the Forex market, ladies and gentlemen, there's $5.3 trillion being fluctuated every single day, right? A lot of people don't know this, but we actually participate in the Forex markets every day, right? Just by 2 different ways. The first one is by traveling. When we travel the world, we have to exchange our US dollars, right, or whatever country you're in, into that other country that we're traveling. So if we're traveling right now from Miami, right, to Barcelona, we have to exchange our US dollars to the euro. And when we do so, because of the fluctuations of the currency pairs, we can find ourselves in profit, or we can actually lose value of the money that we exchanged. So guess what, guys? We have found a way for you to help you capitalize, right, and make profit on the fluctuations of the markets right from your phone, right? So when you go and you exchange that money, right, well, there's a way for you to actually go out there and actually make money from your phone. I tell people, if you're not making money from your phone, you have a dumb phone, right? Like, let's turn your phone into an actual smartphone. And that's what we're doing here with Akashx. But the other way is, you see, my father works for the Federal Reserve. So I'm able to know, what banks do with money. I'm able to understand, what the Federal Reserve actually does. And, he's actually able to go into banks, right? He's able to rate them. He's able to make sure that they're going and doing the proper things for a bank to be able to continue doing business. And what most people don't understand is, right, what banks do with our money is they actually trade in these markets with the money that's sitting in our bank account. So if you have Chase, Bank of America, if you have a bank in your own country, what you don't know is that the banks, the institutions, they take the money that's sitting in our bank account and they go trade it in these markets. They have professional traders. They have, the hedge funds. They have the institutional traders. They hire people to go trade the money so they can go make millions and millions of dollars. So guess what, guys? Today, we're going to show you guys a way to become your own bank in the Forex markets with the money that's been able to flow into your bank account. What if we were to show you a skill set, right, that can multiply the money that's sitting in your bank? That's what Akashx is here for. We also dabble into the crypto markets, right? In the cryptocurrency market, you may have heard of Bitcoin, right? Ethereum. I know currently, right, Bitcoin has just gone up to about $21,000. We were just at 16 the other day. And I think the beautiful thing is right here with our Akashx education, we're going to show you two different ways on how to maximize in the crypto markets. The fluctuations. So, you know, when the currencies go up or the currencies go down, we're going to show you guys on how to capitalize, right, the day trading movements for you to be able to make money in the markets. But what we're also going to show you is how to capitalize in the different market cycles. You have a bear market where the markets are moving down, and you have a bull market where the markets are moving up. Well, guess what? Where we're currently at is called a bear market, and we can actually start setting you up to build a crypto portfolio and actually maximize the next cycle, which is the bull market, right? Who would like to know a way where you can potentially 5x, 10x your money, right? Just by having your money be in the right place. I think that's so crucial, guys. And right now, we're also tapping into the stock market, right? We have experts, right? For example, Coach Anna, an absolutely phenomenal trader, where she's trading the S&P 500, the top 500 companies in the stock markets, where you guys can actually take advantage of the fluctuations of the stock markets. You can plug into her sessions, and we've been able to dabble into 3 different markets to show you guys exactly how to have your money work for you. So these are the 3 different markets that we trade in within the Akashx platform. But what I really want to get into, guys, is the 4 different pillars. I want you to take notes right now. If you haven't been taking notes, take out your notebook, take out your pen. I'm telling you guys right now, you don't want to miss out on this information. The first pillar is the different academies that we have. We have our Akashx Academy. I think one of the coolest things, guys, is me understanding when I went to school, right? Like, I went to school for education. You're going to Akashx for financial literacy, right? Here within the Akashx, we have pre-recorded modules from very beginner all the way to the most advanced learning modules. I've had so much great feedback, people going into these different modules, right, and understanding how to trade in the markets, right? This is going to go step by step, module by module, starting with what is the Forex market, right? What is the terminology? If you're brand new here, well, guess what? Your first step is to go through these modules and to go through this academy so you can start participating and trading live in the markets. Then we have advanced modules where you're going to learn how to mark up your charts. You're going to learn how to, being able to understand different strategies, support and resistance, break and retest, smart money concepts. And we even have expertise where you're going to be able to learn how to, do your fibs. You're going to understand the psychology, right? Know how to enter the markets where the institutions are entering, like all these different things, right? For you to really understand this skill set, right? I want you to understand one thing, ladies and gentlemen. A skill set is something nobody can take away from you. If you've mastered this skill set, you go through these academies that have been put together, right, from the very best of the best, and you actually learn this skill set and you start learning how to make an extra potentially $100 a day or an extra $500 a day or 6 figures a month, right? That's a skill set that you've acquired and nobody can take away from you. Somebody can fire you, can lose your business, but a skill set that's meant to help you become successful, that's something you're going to acquire for a lifetime. And right here, our Akashx Academy has put together the best of the best, 250 plus training videos available in English, in Spanish, and in different languages as well. To me, one of my favorite parts within this academy that differentiates us and between everybody else is our Educator Academy. Guys, right here within our Educator Academy, guys, we have our 15 Akashx educators, where what they have done is they put together a course. They've put together a course for you to go through. So if you want to learn their specific strategy, if you want to learn Anna Paulina's strategy, or if you want to learn Joel Arias's strategy for binary options, right, you can actually go through their course that they've put together, right? And I think this is the most beautiful part, because you can find which educator fits the shoe the best for you, right? Like which educator you connect with the most. And you can go and learn the different strategies that they utilize in the markets, right? In the Forex market, in the crypto market, or in the stock markets, for you to actually learn, apply, and start winning in the markets. They're going to teach you exactly how they overlook the markets, exactly how they're able to become successful in the markets. I mean, everything that they've learned, they've put together a course. So that means you have a whole entire course per educator for you to go through and actually learn their exact strategy in the markets, right? So that's pillar number one, ladies and gentlemen. We have our academies, right? The second one is our live sessions. Guys, our live sessions are so important because I'll tell you this, just like how I'm going live right now, you're going to be able to tune into the different educators that we have. This is actually our English live schedule. You can pick and choose which hour fits you the best, right? So if you have 2 hours and you're free for 2 hours a day, well, guess what? Instead of going Netflix and chilling, instead of going on Taco Tuesday, right? Instead of hanging out with your friends, you can pick 2 hours if it's 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at night. And you can put those hours aside to start trading in the markets. What these educators are going to do here, guys, is they're going to be able to look at the markets live with you. And they're going to be able to teach their strategy live in the markets. So you're going to not just learn their strategy, but if they see a potential trade idea for them to get into the markets, well, guess what? They're going to be able to call the same exact trade that they're going to get into on that live session. And you have, right, the option to say, I want to get into this trade. I see exactly what they're seeing, right? I'm finally getting this. I'm going to get into this trade. And when these educators trade, you trade. When they stop trading, you stop trading. These guys have been able to expert the markets for the past 5-10 years. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow their lead. You're going to be able to hop onto their live sessions. I like to call it the money Simon says, right? If they say, guys, we're getting into this trade, you follow exactly what they're doing. And you're going to be able to see massive results, not just, right, being able to earn on their sessions, but also being able to actually learn their strategies, learn how they overlook the markets, look at exactly what it is that they're looking at. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that we have here, because we have the best of the best, right? And you can tune on to their sessions. And I like to call them get paid sessions, right? You hop on, you choose what educator you want to follow, and you're able to get paid. We also have a Spanish session as well, a Spanish schedule. And then I think one of the coolest parts, right, which leads me into the third pillar, is our trade alerts. Guys, there's so many people that say, hey, maybe I don't have the time, right, to really go out there and go through a whole entire academy. Or maybe, some live sessions can be, right when starting off, something that they're utilizing to learn. But I think the coolest thing is you can come in here and with the right mentorship and the right guidance and doing your ends of studying the academy, understanding the right terminology, you guys can actually start utilizing our trade alerts, right, that we have been able to put together, where each educator is going to send the trade that they're entering or the trade that they're looking at, and they're going to be able to send it into our Akashx back office, and you're going to be able to get into the same exact trade that they are entering. So I wanted to do something special here on tonight's call. I already wanted to go ahead and actually show you guys some major results. I think documentation, right, beats conversation. I can be here and be like, man, these trade alerts are awesome, but I actually want to show you what we have going on, right? I want to show you our weekly results within Akashx. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you guys here, and I'm going to show you some of our educators, right, where they've been able to perform in our first week with Akashx. Look at Anthony Pineda, 7 wins and 0 lessons his first week. It shows you right there, January 9th to January 13th, right? If I go to the next one, look at Mr. Dwayne, trading NAS 100. In other words, the NASDAQ, 2 wins and 0 losses. I know it says 110 pips, but that's 110 points. So in other words, if you would have had a minimum risk and you would have risked 1,100 pips, right, you would have been able to do $100 with minimum risk with Mr. Dwayne's setups on his live sessions. Then we have, hey, big shout out to Anna Paulina, 6 wins and 0 losses with her trade alerts and her live sessions with 1,363 pips. Guys, obviously this is potentially, if you follow their lead, you can be able to catch the same exact pips, which is, in other words, point in the markets, right? Where if you had a minimum risk utilizing Anna's strategy, well, guess what? You would have been able to go out there and utilize the minimum risk and be able to catch $136, right? Utilizing Anna's strategy. I mean, documentation, you can't beat it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's exactly what I wanted to do here, to show you guys exactly what we have in store. I mean, it's proven. Like, people are making money. People are utilizing our live educators to make money. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that we have here in our Akashx platform. So the question is do the trade alerts work? That's not the right question. The question is will you work? Because the trade alerts are making people, right, gains in the markets, right? But it's your job to come in and plug in. There is no guarantees, ladies and gentlemen. If you do your part and you actually plug in, you will start to see the results and you will start to see the fruits of your labor right here with Akashx. Our goal, we don't do this for you, but we will help you, right? And then last but not least, guys, we have our 4th pillar, which is our trading scanners. Guys, these are scanners that are built in-house. I mean, the technology that we have are so important, because our goal here is to do 2 things. This is why scanners are so important. Write this down. Our goal with the scanners is to help you find entry points and exits. The one thing people don't know how to do is know when to get into the market and know when to take out their profits. Well, guess what? We've built in-house scanners to really help you get the right entries and know when to take your profits. Guys, these scanners are coming available very soon. I know so many people are excited about them, but we are launching it very, very soon. And it's 2 that are already done, ready to go. I know we have 1 more that's in the works, right? For those that really love trading indices. Guys, we have so many great things. Our scanners are going to absolutely change the game. So what you want to do is really lock in with our promo. I think right now we have literally, I don't even know how many days left within this promo. What you don't want to do is you don't want to miss out on it. Before I get into the promo, we have amazing other things that is really built everything and constructed in-house. We have our market research right in our Akashx back office. If you want to be able to be in tune with news, want to know daily articles, daily webinars, I mean, things that are going to be able to make your trading a lot easier, because sometimes people don't realize that news affects your trading. So you guys can actually even receive alerts when there's news. So if you don't like to trade news, today's not my day to trade, guys, right? I'm going to stay off of the markets. Guys, we've built such a strong platform for you to win, right? Like, there's literally no excuses. So many people are winning. The results are documented. And then we even have our economic calendars. But I think the coolest part is the first thing that people don't know how to manage when they're trading is what? Their risk, right? They don't know what to risk on a trade. They don't know what lot size to put. They don't know what risk to put on a binary trade. Well, guess what? We have a lot size calculator and we have a risk calculator. So those people, right, that maybe have even traded in the markets and that have had that breakthrough trading in the markets, we have tools right here like our lot size calculator, our pip calculator, our risk calculator that you can utilize for our trade alerts, our live sessions. So we've put together such a beautiful infrastructure to help you have the best results, but also to not treat this like a casino. Like, that's not what this is. Our goal is to help you have proper risk management and compound your accounts daily. That's what we're here for, to do it the right way. Maybe you've tried some things elsewhere. Our goal here is to do this the right way. And that's why you're here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I couldn't be more fired up because we also have a community chat. What this community chat is imagine chatting with the educators. Better said, imagine having proximity to the educators on this platform, right? Being able to be around a community where they inspire you. I mean, mentors are so important because they're able to bring something out of you that you didn't even know was there. Maybe you haven't had that breakthrough right now because you need a mentor. You need somebody in a community to push you. You need to ask questions. You need to get your questions answered. Well, guess what? Akashx, we've put together a community live chat for you to be able to get your questions answered, for you to have mentors, for you to be able to collect wisdom from the top of the top experts right here in the markets, guys. So guys, with our promo. It's not $199. You guys can actually get this today, right? And utilize our promo. Don't wait after this call. Get the promo. It's $149. Don't wait. Once this promo ends, you will never get it back for $149. You can be grandfathered in for $149 a month. Yes, it's $149 one time and $149 a month, guys. But for the value that we're bringing here, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. The value oversees the price all day. Like, don't miss out on this opportunity. If you don't have the money, go call 3 friends or go find the money, right? I like to call it OPM, using other people's money. Like, what you need to do is just decide. That's it. If you look at the word decide, right, it's being able to understand that it's killing any other option. That's why it rhymes with, scary words like suicide, right? It's because you're killing every other option. You need to make a decision right now and say, I'm going to run this up in 2023. I'm going to get started. I'm not going to make any other excuse anymore. It shouldn't be about your circumstance. It shouldn't be about your time. And it shouldn't be about your current bank account, because you have the right people, you're in the right place, and you're in the right company, right? I couldn't be more excited because we're bringing up a legend on here right now. And I'll tell you one thing. This individual has broken records. This individual has been able to change lives. This individual has had the results, right, that you're looking for. He's created the lifestyle. And if there's anybody you really want to connect with, it's really with this individual. And to have him on your corner, to have him on your team, I'm telling you, there's no way you're going to fail, right? Like, this individual, I look at him and it's like every single day I look to where, how can I become more just like him? He's a great family individual. I've seen how he treats his family, how he's traveled the world with his family. I've seen how he's been able to care for people, really put people first before even himself. And I look at him and I'm like, he's not just a great person, but he's just a great leader. Like, we need leaders in 2023. And I look at this individual and I look at his results, right? So not only is he a great person, he's a great leader, but he's somebody that produces results. And I'm like, man, to be partnered with this gentleman, to have him by my side, there's no way we can lose. Like, I look at him and I'm like, it fires me up every day to be around him, to talk to him every day. And if you want to be that person, you got to have a figure that you can speak with, that you can talk with, that you can be inspired with. And I'm telling you, it's this individual. He's been able to break records in the industry of trading. He's been able to impact over 500,000 people a week. I'll say that one more time. 500,000 people a week. And to have him here with us, it's not even something that you should take lightly. It's a privilege to have you here. We honor your time, man. We appreciate you. We're so thankful for everything that you do. And we would not be here if it wasn't for you making this decision and locking in with My Daily Choice. So appreciate you. I'm turning it over to you, and the mic is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Go ahead, guys. Type some 7s in the chat right now for Anthony. Man, that dude absolutely crushed the presentation, guys. That's exactly what Akashx is. And like he said, it's $149 right now. And you can get started over there on the left-hand side. If you're with the stream here, you can actually check out while we're going through, the trading session. So if you are on here for the very first time, or maybe you're just checking out this information, and you like it, go ahead, get started as a customer, guys. We're happy to have you guys a part of this community. And I've never seen anything like this before, guys. The simplicity of it, how easy it is for a brand new person to come in, learn, and have a community of people that they can trust, and have live sessions, have live trade callouts, have scanners, have all of the different resources, guys, in one singular location. Josh has just made it so easy. And I feel so privileged to be a part of this company, be a part of this movement, because this is going to change a lot of lives. This is going to help a lot of people achieve that financial freedom as long as they just plug in. You have to plug in, and I'm going to teach you guys about patience. I'm going to teach you guys about proper risk. I'm going to give you guys a roadmap actually on how to really be successful in the trading world. But just a little bit about me, just so we're not strangers, guys. For those of you that maybe are completely brand new and this is the first time that you're seeing this information, my name is Matthew Thayer. A lot of people call me still Matty Pips. Guys, I've been a part of the industry for 10 years, but I've been trading for about 5. And when I got into the trading world and when I got into the investing world, guys, I was completely brand new. I was just like you guys. I was hopping into the space. I was very intimidated, actually, when I first saw all of this information. I didn't really know what to make of it. I was like, man, I don't know. I'm not very good at school. I wasn't the greatest student, going through college and high school. So kind of the idea of sitting down, watching videos, trying to learn a new skill set for me seemed very, very daunting. And I didn't really know if it was going to work for me. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have felt the same exact way, but I'm glad that I was open-minded enough to just go down this road. And now fast forward 5 years, my life now is a lot different than what it was 5 years ago. But it's because I was open-minded. It's because I got around the right people. And that's exactly what you guys are going to do today. If you make the decision to do this and, basically put $150 into your life experiences, guys, I promise you that it will be worth it, because not only are you going to learn a valuable skill set, but you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and you're really going to grow and learn a lot over the course of the next 90 to maybe 6 months from now. You'll look back and you'll say, I'm so glad that I got started with this, because that's what happened to me. It took me about 6 months, 6 to 8 months to really start trading, guys. It really took me that amount of time to really dive into it. But once I did, I got excited and I started to learn I started learning a specific strategy. And then I took that strategy, guys, and I started teaching it. And then over the course of, like Anthony said, over the course of about a 3-year period, I went from only teaching about 20 people to over 500,000 people, guys, every single week. And, that's what I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to show you just a little bit of what my strategy looks like, how I trade, and what it'll be like for you guys. So I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get right to it. If you guys don't yet, you guys can go over to pocketoption.com. Go ahead, just set up a demo account. It's completely free to do. This is the platform that I'm going to use today. We are going to trade in the crypto market just because the Forex market is closed right now. It is Saturday, and it doesn't open up until tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. So today we're going to have to trade some crypto, which is totally fine. The market does move a little bit differently. I will not be risking the normal amount that I normally would risk, just because, again, crypto can be a little bit unpredictable. There's a lot of history there so far, but not enough really to look back to make a really substantial decision. So if you're going to follow along, guys, with real accounts, I'd say, probably only risk like 1% if you're going to follow any of the trades that I'm going to take. Normally, I say, risk anything from 1 to 3%, but just because, again, this is not going to be like a traditional way that I trade, I'd say just keep it on a lower risk, average. So this is a platform, guys, that we use. So what I specialize in is time-based trading. I like to trade binary options because really it's just a win or loss. You are predicting which way you believe the market is going to go in the next couple minutes. So really all we have to know is like, hey, is price either moving in an upward direction or is price moving in a downward direction? And if we can successfully predict that, guys, that it's going in that direction, we will win the trade. Now, you also decide exactly how much you'd like to risk. So there's not really a guess of how much you're risking per trade. You actually get to decide the exact amount that you would like to risk. So over here on the left-hand side, you guys can see all of the different things that you can trade. Crypto right now is the only thing that's open. So I'm going to pick Ethereum right now. So I'm going to pick Ethereum, and I'm going to basically predict whether I believe Ethereum's price is going to go up or down in the next couple minutes. Now, over here on the right-hand side, this is where you pick the time. So you can pick anywhere from literally 5 seconds. So you can say, hey, in the next 5 seconds, price is either going to go up or down. That's kind of gambling. Yeah, you might get lucky. You might kind of know where it's going to go. But to be safe, I always take about a 3-minute trade. 3 minutes, guys, for me is really that perfect scenario, that perfect time, because I'm looking at the market in 5-minute time frames. So basically, each one of these boxes, guys, for me represents 5 minutes. So really what I like to know is like, hey, it's set up for a price to go in this direction for the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to trade it for the next 3, basically just saying, hey, I believe it's either going to go up or down in the next 3 minutes. But you really can pick whatever you want if you're trading on your own, or if you learn a strategy or whatever you decide to do. But if you're taking any of my trades, guys, I'd say, hey, just take 3 minutes whenever you're deciding. And then in this amount section, guys, like I said, you can risk whatever you'd like. Obviously, this is your account, your money. You're going to be the one controlling your funds. But if you're going to take my advice, I'd say, hey, don't risk anything more than 3% of your account on any trade. Again, just because, you don't win every single trade that we take. It's impossible. If I was batting 100% for 3 years, I'd be a trillionaire. with compound. So you know, we do lose trades, and what happens to a lot of us is the ones that we lose end up being a lot bigger than the ones that we've been winning consistently, because when we finally lose, or when we finally hit that trade that maybe we lose, we're getting a little bit greedy, or maybe we're deciding to risk more than we should. And that's what happened to me. It's what happened to a lot of people. And that's okay. It's a part of the, you know, it's a part of the growth. It's a part of the learning process. But for today's sake, since I am using a real account, like I said, and I'm actually going to trade today. I would like to place a trade. So let's just see what 1% would be. So $15 is basically what I want to risk per trade with my account today. That's going to be my 1%. But my goal, guys, is to help you understand how to compound. See, guys, compounded interest is known to be the eighth wonder of the world, because if you understand it, you're going to earn it. But if you don't understand compound interest, you're always going to end up paying it. And compounded interest, guys, what it is basically the ability to take a form of investment or a form of money, and then with the same percentages growth every single day over time, the money that you start with is going to be obviously a lot different than the money that you end with, but it works the same with risk. So a 3% risk on a $500 account is a lot less than 3% on a $10,000 account, but in essence, it's the same exact type of trade. It's the same exact type of risk, because at the end of the day, you're only risking 3%. So my goal, guys, is to help you grow your account conservatively over time. So let's just say hypothetically today you decide to start with $500 in your trading account. Now, Pocket Option, guys, that is a completely different platform than Akashx. And for my daily choice, guys, that's where you go to start to kind of trade your money. Now, you can also use Nadex. Nadex is a US regulated platform, guys. I don't really suggest any other platforms right now, just because I don't see any of the other reputable platforms out there that have not had issues. So I've heard clean things from Pocket Options, and then Nadex is US regulated. But let's just say you start with $500. My goal is to help you on average grow 3% a session. Now, some days you might grow 8%. If you grow 8% in a day, you're done for the day. Like 8% is a perfect day. You're going to have them some days, but the majority of them, guys, you want to shoot for anywhere from 3 to 8%. If you can average 3% 4 days a week for an entire year, guys, you actually can take your account from $500 to $233,000, which is insane. I mean, to tell you the truth, guys, that is so far unrealistic that, you know, I'm going to tell you this right now. Most likely, if you're brand new and you're just getting started, you going from $500 to $233,000 is not very realistic, because you're going to have to learn a lot along this way. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to be consistent. You're not going to hop on every single day. You're going to over leverage. You're going to have to figure out which buttons to place. But this is what it would look like if you did average 3%. This is like a perfect world. What you would have to do is day one, you'd have to make $15. So how do you make $15? Well, if we go back to the platform here, as you can see with a $15 trade right now, I can actually profit $6.30 on Ethereum right now, but that's because it's only paying out 42%. A lot of times they're paying out way more than that. Like the currencies, you'll see somewhere right around 90. Sometimes you'll see 80 in there. So you actually can make a lot more. Like for instance, let's say a trade's paying out 84%. Well, we can profit on just one trade, guys, $12.60. So you actually can make your 3% almost in one trade with normally with Forex and with other pairs like that. So first day, you got to make $15. Pretty simple. You place 2 trades, you've already made it. Second day, another $15.40. As you can see, your account's growing, so the amount that you're going to risk is also going to grow. But then that means that your earnings are also going to grow. Look at what happens a year. About a half a year in, 104 days in. So that's half the year. Now you're at about $10,815, and now you have made in that same exact session, guys, $315. Which is pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. The same $15 session that you started with, now you just made $315. After your year, guys, look what happens. Now on your year mark, you're making $6,813 in that same exact session, guys, that you risked 3% a trade, made 1 or 2 trades, and that's what you made in your session. That's the power of compounding. But now let's talk to the average person. Let's talk to the person that just got started today. This is their first time, and they're brand new. let's just say you are absolutely horrible. Like you were the worst trader that's ever joined Akashx and you just cannot grow your account to save your life. And you average just 1% growth for the entire year. For a lot of people that's been around this and have been trading, this would be disappointing to a lot of you guys. But actuality and in reality, growing $500 to almost $4,000 in 1 year is unheard of. There's really no investment in the entire world that you can turn $500 into almost $4,000. But here it's possible. You make $5 the first session. So even getting only paid 42%, I can still make my 1% with just one trade, guys. So I can make 1% with just one winning trade today on a $500 account. Now the next day, 505, 510, a year, half the year in, you're at 104 sessions in, you're at $14 for that session. On your year mark, you're at $39 for that session. So a lot of you are probably feeling a little bit down, or you're feeling like you're not doing that great. But watch what happens, guys, in year 2. Let's just say in year 2, you spent the whole year just getting better. You're still not getting that 3% that you really wanted, but you're at least twice as good as you were last year. Well, look what happens, guys. That $4,000 account now, over the next year, so in 2 years, you finally hit that milestone. You hit the $243,000 mark, growing your account from $500 in just 2 years. The second year, this is what it would look like. You have a $4,000 account, you can risk now $80, or you can risk, $4,000 account, you can risk, let's see here, you can risk 0.03, $120. So we go back here and you're at $4,000 and you put 120 in there, you're making $50 on 42%. So yeah, really 2 trades again, 2 trades, and you've already made that profit. Now look what happens though, half the year in. That same session, guys, now you're making $608. Now at the year mark, you're back into the $4,774, guys, in that same exact session. Now for year 3, so this is going on to year 3, guys. Let's just say this is the most money you've ever had in your life. You want to pay off your car payments. You want to pay off maybe some of your mortgage, all of your credit card debts. So you take $100,000 off. You basically take $100,000 away from what you've made, and you've decided that you're going to run it back for year 3, but you decided to pull $100,000. And this is the most money you've ever had. So you're a little bit conservative. You're not really risking as much, but you still decide to try to go for your 3%, but you only average about 1.5%, guys, on all of your sessions throughout the whole year. Watch what happens with $140,000, guys. In 3 years, you have not only taken out $100,000, but in 3 years, you turned $500 to $3 million. So in 3 years, you became a millionaire. So let me ask you a question. Could you take 3 years of your life to learn a skill set, follow this roadmap to be able to see those types of results? Like, to you, would that be worth it? If it's yes or yes, type yes in the chat, because I don't know anywhere in the world that you can do something for 3 years of your life and have that type of upside, because that's what trading can do for you guys with a roadmap with proper risk management. Now, you can't just come here guns blazing thinking that you're going to do it in a week. You have to be willing to take your time, be patient, and be willing to let it play out. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm actually going to look for a potential trade setup here on Ethereum. So in the Akashx back office, guys, the scanner is not ready yet, but what you could do is you can go over to TradingView chart right in your back office right now. You can type in Ethereum to USD. So Ethereum to USD. Let's go ahead. Let's take some of these indicators out of here real quick. I'll put mine in real quick. I'll do the ones that I like to use just for the purpose of this call. All right. Let's go to the 4-hour here. So what we're going to do here real quick, guys, is we're going to look at the market. I'm going to try to see a couple different levels. I'm going to try to see where the lowest price has gone to in the last couple hours. And then I'm also going to look at where the highest it's gone in the last couple hours. And we're going to kind of see, where prices stayed in between at. So right now, the red line is where price has kind of gone up to. The blue line is where price has gone down to. So those are what you call, support resistance lines. The purpose of why I'm drawing these in right now, guys, is because when price comes back down into these areas, a lot of times we can predict binary options saying, hey, we believe price is going to go up in the next couple minutes, or hey, we believe price is going to go down in the next couple minutes, depending on where price comes to. Now, just based off of what I'm kind of seeing right now, looks like price recently kind of came down to like a support level. Also, there's a couple different other things that are kind of aiding in that analysis. So, what we can see here is price kind of hit a support here, and then now it's been moving kind of left to right. And what I would say here is that I believe, in the next couple minutes, I think price will maybe stay right kind of in this area where it's at right now, but then we can take this for a buy. So what I would basically be saying right now, guys, is, hey, in the next couple minutes, we want to look for price to basically come down just a little bit farther. I'd like to see it kind of come down to potentially this 1521.86 area. So 1521.86, 1521.86. So 1521, which would be right. So right here, we want to see price kind of come back down into here, and then we could take it. Just because it looks like we recently missed this opportunity right here. So we're just going to have to be patient of how we want to look at this trade setup. So, right now we got about a minute left of this candle. Price kind of pushed up towards this middle band. This middle band a lot of times can act as a resistance as well, the 1526.09 area. So realistically, we could also say that this is going to go down if it was to come up into this area. But, we want to just be patient here. Price is not really moving too much. I obviously would like to see a good, nice setup before we take it. Obviously, if I'm going to take any trade, I'd like to take one that I like and that I really can see as a potential setup. So new candle should be coming out here any second here. Let's see, Ethereum USD. Check out different. There we go. Yeah, so basically came up to the middle band. Accidentally. Okay, there we go. So this one's not moving as much. I'm probably just going to have to mark it up here. I'm going to mark it up again on a different price feed. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just basically doing the same exact thing that I was doing, but just with a different price feed, because the other price feed wasn't moving. So it doesn't really help if it's not moving. Let's see here. Again, what I'm doing is I'm basically just looking for resistance levels, support levels, something to help us so we know like when to enter. So like right now on Ethereum USD is right at a support level. So we could just take this for a buy. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna enter. I went in higher. So all that has to happen now is price has to end higher than this green line, guys, in the next 3 minutes. So if everyone entered, when I just entered right there, we're in profit right now. And realistically, I'm taking this trade. The only thing that's there right now is this blue line that I just drew in. The rest of the confirmations that I normally look for, it's not there, but this is crypto. So I'm willing to look at these different support levels, price kind of pushed down a little bit. This is halfway through the candle. So a lot of times this is where it'll kind of push its way back up. But again, what I'm doing right now is basically just, looking at where I believe the market is going to go. Obviously, I'd like to see this kind of come down a little farther, this come down a little farther, have this kind of come into like this zone right here. So if I draw a box right here, this is what I would love for price to kind of come into, because then that's more of a realistic area that for surely should go up once it comes into there. But you know, we got a couple minutes here. I got 2 minutes left. Again, super low risk, guys. Just trying to show you guys real quick what it looks like. Doesn't really matter what happens during the 3 minutes of your trade. It just matters what happens at the end. Price just has to be in the right direction when price ends. So got about 2 minutes left to this candle. I think this candle will probably stay up in this area anyway. I don't see this really pushing down very far. So everyone should be in profit though. Hopefully everyone was able to take a good entry. You want to try to take it at its lowest point if you're going to say it's going to go up, and you want to try to take it at its highest point if you're going to say it's going to go down. So I got in at 1521.19. So I'm pretty far in profit right now. Price is all the way at 1522.10. So, you know, with Ethereum, it's a decent move. It's a decent move up. Now, again, this is just you either win or you lose. Doesn't matter how far it goes. It just matters that it goes in your direction. So this blue line, guys, that's where price is. This green line is where I entered the market. So basically where I said, hey, in the next 3 minutes, price is going to be above this line right here. So there's 30 seconds left. Price is still above. It's starting to move a little bit down though, so it might be pretty close, but hopefully we can just get this thing at the end of the candle, which is going to be in the next 30-ish seconds. Hopefully it'll end all the way back up here. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as it stays above this line, but for comfort reasons, I'd like for it just to stay up into this area. Got about 8 seconds left. You can see up here in the top right-hand corner how much time you have left. Believe I'm going to win this trade. Got 1 second. Boom, just cleared. Trade closed. Let's see here. Won that one. Was nothing crazy. It was $6. Hopefully everyone else that entered too. If you did win, let me know. Type some $signs in the chat, guys. Type your profits in the chat real quick. Let me know if you guys won that trade. Everyone that took it should have just won that trade. Now, this is still a great trade setup. It's right back where that support is. This is down. This is, you know, actually a decent setup. This is where I potentially would have taken a trade anyway, but looks like Katrina made some money. Who made some money though? Type some $signs in the chat. Let's see those payouts, guys. If you guys ended up taking it, 1%, let's go. This is a bonus session, guys. This is completely free. Really just trying to show you guys how we do this, and also trying to find at least a decent setup for us to be able to take. So this right here potentially could make this same exact move that we see right here. So this came down, hit this area, and then went up. This came down, hitting this area. A lot of times this will go back up, which it is right now. So we could have entered again, but I already won one. So there's not really a reason to keep entering in the same exact spot. But it looks like Rick made some money. Armand, let's go. Jeremy made 1%. Let's go. Awesome, guys. Well, yeah, I'm super excited to announce that I will be teaching, guys. I will be going over this. There will be a scanner that I'm also going to be teaching you guys to use. It'll look relatively similar to what you're seeing on the screen, except for it's going to be a lot more aiding in which I'm talking right now. So how I'm talking is basically what the scanner will be telling you what to do. So as long as you know what to look for, as long as you know kind of, you know, how this all works, you will be able to kind of trade on your own. You actually be able to trade completely on your own by just using my scanner, using the scanner here with MDC, with Akashx. So I didn't enter this one. I don't know if anybody did. If anybody took this last one as well, let me know, guys. Did anybody just enter this again? Because I know I was talking about it. I didn't personally enter it, but did any of you guys, did anybody re-enter or take another entry? Let me know. I want to know if anybody cleared or if they're about to clear. I'd like to know your guys' profits. Let's blow up the chat though. I'm gonna put something on my story real quick. You guys could tag me on your Instagram stories as well. But real quick, guys, if you made some money on this bonus session, type some $signs in the chat real quick, guys. Type some $signs in the chat if you made some money on this little bonus session that we just had. Let's go. It's Saturday night. Come on, blow up the chat, guys. Let's go. So lots of fun, guys. And hopefully you guys learned a little bit as well. Look at that. So like I said, remember what I said, this came down, reversed. That's exactly what we're looking for right here. So hopefully some people might have taken another entry. I didn't. I was thinking about it, but hopefully if you were listening, you might have taken it as well. But yeah, Akashx is absolutely amazing, guys. You can ask questions in this community chat as well. So feel free, guys. It's in the community chat area. You guys can ask whatever you want, and hopefully that was enough information for you guys to make the decision to want to come on board. Over here on the left-hand side, you can get started, guys. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let's go. Sharon cleared the second entry. Let's go. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. This is just the beginning, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next live session. You guys have a great night, and peace out.